You guys happy to be here? Yeah. You are the worst. I gotta say, I was more into the nurse thing. I love Grey's Anatomy. You're just gonna fuck a bunch of doctors now, right?
They don't make enough money.
That's so yeah. They fuck so much on that show, and I don't know how everyone doesn't die. But okay. You know, I'm sensing some weirdness, so I'm gonna just clear a few things up at the top. I'm black. I'm black. I'm fully black. Both of my parents are black. It's okay for me to have these braids. It's okay. I know. I am the color Michael Jackson was aiming for. But I am black. I have to clarify because I will use the N-word later, and I want you to know it's totally fine. You can be at ease. I can be at ease. It's okay. You know, I gotta tell people. But like, I mostly want people to know because I do think that there are some black privileges that I have as a black woman. You know about white privilege. I'm in New York. You guys are down with that, right? You know white privilege is real. You know, white privilege. You can be a white woman, kill a man in his own home, and only go to jail for 9 years. It's amazing. White privilege. But there are black privileges. Let me explain before you go to brunch next week. Number one, as a black person, I can go to the movies and be as loud as I want. No one will stop me. Not a single person will say shit to stop me. Do you get? I went and saw Get Out. I brought a full steak into the theater. I wrapped it in foil like a burrito. I did bring a side of au jus sauce. And when I opened that up, I heard some old white man in the front, and he goes, "It smells like meat in here." And he looked back at me. And I just looked at him and I went, "Yeah, it does." And he just got up and left. He was like, "I'm so sorry, ma'am. Enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna get out. This movie's for you." And he just left. That's number one. Number two on the black privilege list, I can play music on the train from my speakers and no one will stop me. Not a single soul. It can be 6 a.m. on a Monday, everybody's trying to get to work and I'm blaring Cardi B, and no one will be like, "Ma'am, this is not how civilized people behave." No one wants to hear that. Not right now. No, they just let you do it. It's fucking dope, you know? That is actually the end of the list. That is actually all of the black privileges. We do have a ways to go as a people. It's just like, white people have done so much with white privilege, I don't know how we will ever catch up, you know? Like, here is my favorite example of this. I was watching the news one day, there was a story about a white man who like killed someone's mom, like murder. And the news anchor is talking about previous times this guy had been arrested, he had a record, and the news anchor is like, he'd previously been arrested for evading a speeding ticket. He'd previously been arrested for masturbating in a McDonald's for 9 hours. Now over to Susan with the weather. They just went over to Susan with the weather. Right, what? You had questions, I had questions, and they're just like, yeah. I said, what else does a healthy 23-year-old white man do on a Sunday but masturbate in McDonald's for 9 hours? They just acted like it was the most normal thing that could ever happen in fucking Big Bend, Wisconsin. Of course it was Wisconsin. Fuck Wisconsin. They just kept going. And I just had so many questions. Did that McDonald's have Wi-Fi? Did he bring his own material? Was it a nice one? What did he order to sit there for so long? 9 hours is a full work day. That's a full work day of masturbating. Like look, a crew that worked at that McDonald's clocked in. And they saw a guy masturbating. And then that crew clocked out. And another crew clocked in. And they looked at him and went, "I don't give a shit." And it wasn't until 9 hours later that someone was like, "Oh, I think we gotta do something about this." Like, I I gotta say I'm convinced actually that there's a McDonald's Book of World Records.
What?
I think there's a McDonald's Book of World Records, and I think that day in Big Bend, Wisconsin, somebody at that McDonald's went, fuck it. We're gonna go for it. Longest in McDonald's masturbator right here, right now, baby. Let's go, Jimmy, get the tape, let's get this. And the second he hit 9 hours, they were like, we have to call the police. There have been children here all day. Like as a black woman, I don't think I could masturbate at McDonald's for like 2 hours before someone would call the police. Like I give myself 2 hours. Like I'm a fairly nice looking queer black girl. I could probably get a good 2 hours in, you know? Like I think that's actually how we need to measure privilege in this country. How long could you masturbate in a McDonald's? Because I am looking around this room and I'm seeing some people who could get some time in. I'm seeing some people who'd be sitting there 3 shifts deep in Pornhub. And I'm seeing some other people who wouldn't even have time to get through a 30-second clip, and that is not fair. That is not fair. That's what we gotta do in this country. It's just like I said, I am queer, I'm gay, you knew it, you saw me in this jumpsuit. You weren't surprised. And like I always have been, like my family is big in secrets, like they like to keep things to themselves, but I was just always like making out with my my-sized Barbie. Her name was Susie. My cousins would be like, what's wrong with Ashley? She's kissing dolls. My mom would just be like, oh, she's funny. I'm gonna translate for the room. Funny is black parent for gay. She's just like, she's gay. She's just really, really gay. You know, so my mom, she actually tried to send me to conversion therapy when I was a kid, but we were poor. So it was actually just meeting with the pastor's wife early on Sunday services. Couldn't actually afford the real conversion therapy. She was like, just go sit with a nice pastor lady and she'll tell you how she loves dick so much. You know, and then actually, like I gotta say, it was kind of nice. Like we would just sit and talk. She would listen to me. I felt heard. I felt seen. And also, she was beautiful. Like pastor's wife, beautiful. Like head to toe, just matching outfit, beautiful hats, these gorgeous outfits. She was just a beautiful woman with giant tits. And basically, what I'm saying is that no, she did not make me straight, but she did give me a weird kink for big hats and white tights that I have never shook. Just never shook that. You know, actually when I got to college, I decided to give dick a chance. Yeah. I was like, I could try men. I'm gonna be bisexual. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna date lots of people. I'm gonna be polyamorous. I don't think I have to explain to a New York crowd what polyamory is. It's a scam to sell burlesque tickets, that's what it is. You know, I was like, I'm bi-poly. I called my mom. Because when you decide you want a fucking life, the first thing you do is call your mom. I call her up and I'll never forget, I was on the phone, I was like, Mom, I want you to know that I'm bi-poly now. I'll never forget what she said. She goes, oh, so you're a slut. And she was right. I felt so seen. I felt so heard. I was like, you got it, girl. It turns out, though, that there's a downside to dating men. They're trash. And it also turns out I have garbage taste in men. I have the worst taste in men. My mom's always like, it doesn't make sense, you're a smart girl. And her whole thing is like, she breastfed me, so I'm a smart girl. She breastfed me, you're so smart. You're so smart, I breastfed you, you're a smart girl. You went to college, you got 3 degrees. Okay, no, I'm very insecure, it's fine. She's like, you're so smart. You once interviewed Gloria Steinem, and you're so smart. And you know, I once also dated a guy who used flip phones, because I didn't realize that meant he was a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer. I have horrible taste in men. Here's how I know that I do. I'm going to share a secret with you guys. I know that I have horrible taste in men because I am attracted to Boston accents. I love a Boston accent. And I don't just mean any Boston accent. I mean like a real gritty, like down by the harbor Boston accent. You know, park your car. I'm not going to do the accent because that's appropriation and I'm not going to get got like that. but I love a Boston accent. Like I said, I'm bi poly. It actually reached a point one time where I was dating an Irish guy from Boston and an Italian guy from Boston because I like to date a wide range of scumbags. Is what I do. You know, anybody been to Boston?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna close here quickly. You been to Boston? It's a lovely place, you know? You ever notice this? You ever notice this about Boston? You ever notice that Irish guys from Boston say nigger like this, but Italian guys from Boston say nigga like this? It's a joke about how Boston is racist. It's very, very racist, you know. But my mom is like, you're such a smart girl. I breastfed you. You date these horrible men. You're so dumb now. And it made me wonder. It put this thought in my head, and I'm glad that we have a medical professional in the room to answer this question that's been stalking me. And I'm going to end on this because I like to ask crowds. My mom's always like, I breastfed you to be smart. I breastfed you to be smart. And I date these guys, and I started to wonder. So I'm just going to ask the question. Do you think that you have swallowed as much cum as you have breast milk? And if so, is that why I am so stupid now? Is that why I am so dumb? Is it because I am just guzzling cum shots like they are Jameson? Medically speaking, is that why?
Yes.
I'm Ashley Ray, thank you so much.